Jabo, you look in really good shape this summer. Describe just your body and how it's transformed in a year here.
I would say trying to do the right things for me personally, trying to get a little bit faster and be able to slide and be able to play both ways of the floor. And I give thanks to Ken for telling me the right things to do and me applying it and really putting the right foods in my body so I can be in this shape.
In terms of your weight, where are you right now, and just like the differences, and you kind of mentioned how you feel it on the court and how much better you.
Last year I would say 227, floating around in that area. This year I'm 222 right now, so I've lost all of that. I'm trying to get to like 220, 215 area so I can see a lot of more improvement.
What was the biggest takeaway that you had from last year in your first year here at Indiana State?
The biggest takeaway I would say is not finishing games, honestly. Because, I mean, we was honestly right there every game, or we was leading, and just not closing at the end. I would say that's the only takeaway for real.
You mentioned the team-wise. For you, really had a good start to the year, and felt had a really good start to league play. Again, injuries and other things I know came up for you, but what for you personally do you want to see you have maybe more sustained success throughout the year?
Just like I was talking about, finishing games, man. That's why I want to see our group come together, bond together, so when things get tough down the stretch, we can count on each other to be there and close games.
How's it been having a guy that you're somewhat familiar with in Voss in terms of his background, and now having him kind of implanted here with all of you?
I would say, man, I love it, man. Me, Voss, Cam, we all came back together. When he called us and told us he was making that decision, man, it was all smiles. Because I know what he can do, and I know if we all buy in what we can do and make some noise in the valley.
What's been the best part of those newcomers, Voss, of course, included, but the others, including maybe young guys like Robbie and Rob, to Jason transferring in from the league? What do you like about just the new group that's coming to add with you guys that are coming back?
I would say all of their IQ is just amazing. Like Robbie, big Robbie can see the floor, pass it, and then you got Lil Rob, knowing the game, knowing his spots, and then you got Kent cutting, he's big. You got him cutting, finishing, and you got Mason, he got a clip. So it's just like loving the new guys, loving them.
So much I know is mentality for you guys to be able to finish games, but outside of just that mentality to have that, where does this team, do you feel like, can have a bigger strength this year that maybe you didn't have last year?
I would say on that defensive end, like how big we are, how vocal we are, how strong, and just how grit we are, and just knowing that like we don't have all the athleticism, so we got to be scrappy on the defensive end and bringing it every night on that end.
You do so many little things well, and just so many things are a part of your game. What do you maybe want to sharpen on this offseason job? Outside of just your weight and getting in a better physical shape, what about your game basketball-wise do you want to improve on?
I would say, honestly, shooting the ball, that was a big thing for me. Just seeing more shots go in, seeing it go in, and being here for the guys and being more vocal for them. That's all.
Not that you weren't ready last year, because you were, but how much more are you anxious to get back at it now that you've had another year in the system and in the valley?
Get right back to it like tomorrow if we can, honestly.